My name is Fifi. I live in Oregon, and I'm a sickle cell warrior. And today I want to talk about Oxbryta voxelotor. Um, I've been on this medication for a while, 3 years, I think. I've been on it. This is a bottle, and there's a recall on the drug. Pvisor I had a recall on this drug, right? But it wasn't that it wasn't previsor, what do you call it, previsor, that made the medication. The medication was made by blood therapeutic. I think it was made by blood therapeutic, global blood therapeutic, that made the medication. Previsor bought the drug from global blood therapeutics. A lot of people saying that um Previsor made the drug. Previsor did not make the drug. They bought the company out. They bought it out from Global Blood Therapeutic. Based on my knowledge, because Blood Therapeutic was doing had a program where you could get the medication free, and I was getting it free from them for a while. It was like, to me it was they were still testing the drug. To me, they were using us like like, I could say it like a guinea pig, because they were still actually, to me, even though they say they have 2 years worth of they already testing it for 2 years, like I'm trying to find a word. They were doing it on people like for 2 years. They tested the drug for 2 years before the FDA passes the drug. There was a clinical study on the drug for 2 years before because I started taking mine in, I think, 2020 or 2021. I know it's 2024. So what I understand with the drug, what I get to understand with this drug now, the drug, at first when you start taking it, I'm going to tell you what I experienced with it. At first, when you start taking it give you a lot of nausea, nauseousness, and all of that. But as soon as you get used to it, it's going to give you less nauseousness. When I start taking it, at first I felt like it was bringing on my crisis. I felt like I was having more frequent crisis, like a crisis. Like, I was like, why am I feel like I'm getting a crisis when I'm taking it at first? Then I realized that the drug was bringing my blood count up to, like, because my blood count is sometimes 6.6, and it will go up to, like, when I take the drug, it will go up to 9.5. The drug, they said the drug doesn't outweigh the benefit. It doesn't outweigh the benefits, are based on what they're saying. If FDA alerting, I'm gonna read what the FDA say. FDA is alerting patients and healthcare professionals about the voluntary withdrawal of Oxbryta from the market due to safety concerns. It's alerting patient caregivers and healthcare professionals that Oxbryta voxelotor is being voluntarily withdrawn from the market by the manufacturer due to safety concerns. Healthcare professionals should stop prescribing Oxbryta. Patients and caregivers should contact their healthcare professionals about stopping Oxbryta, and starting on other treatment options. pvisor Inc., the manufacturer of Oxbryta, also they're the manufacturer. Oh, so why did they say it was Global Blood Therapeutic? Okay, the manufacturer of Oxbryta announced it is voluntarily withdrawing the medication from the market, ceasing distribution, and discontinuing all active clinical trials and expanded access program from Oxbryta, because recent data indicate the benefits of Oxbryta does not outweigh the risk for the sickle cell patients population. In post-market clinical trials, Oxbryta pvisor reported higher rate of occlusive, I can't even pronounce this word, vaso-occlusive crisis, severe pain caused by sickle cell red blood cells blocking flow. Well, I'm not gonna lie, since I had been taking the Oxbryta, I think I've been having more frequent crises than usual. But the thing is, it makes your blood count more. it makes you have more hemoglobin, but it doesn't take away the pain. To me, I think it add more, give me more frequent crisis, and I don't know what's causing that. So they need to do more study. I think the drug could be a very good drug because it helps with the blood. Because whenever I get the drug and I go to the hospital and I'm in a crisis, I get less blood. I end up getting like 1 bag of blood. Normally they have to give me 2 bag of blood, but as long as I take the drug, my blood count will go up. They don't have to give me a lot of blood because it helps with the blood count. So I think pvisor need to study this medication more before they put it back on the market, if they're going to put it back on the market. But it does help some people. The drug does help some people. It helps me with my hemoglobin. I'm not going to lie about that. The drug helps with hemoglobin. And that's the best drug that works for. Maybe they should make the drug for only SS patient only, because I am SS. If you have your blood is SS, you're an SS patient. If you're SS patient, like you have two genes, they can make the blood the drug for those people. The patient with SC, they don't have a much low blood count. The patient with SS has more lower hemoglobin that the patient with SC. The patient with SS has lower hemoglobin than the patients with SC. People, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just telling you based on my little knowledge that I learned since I have the illness, right? So I've been talking to a few. I can tell you the thing that I found out with this drug, the side effects. The side effects, sometimes I realize that I'm been having some shoulder pain. Shoulder pain, like from in the neck, come down to the shoulder. Please, guys, if you're coming against this video, please share this video for me. I want this video to reach out to as much people as I can, because even the right people are going to see the video and know what's going on with the drug. Whenever sometimes I'll feel in a crisis, if I get a crisis, I'll feel like I get a neck, it feel like a crisis in my neck, sometimes come in my neck to the shoulder. That's an unusual crisis. I never normally have that crisis, right? But with the drug now, I've been feeling that pain in the neck, right? In the neck, coming down to the shoulder. And when I get the narcotic doesn't touch it. So I was in a sickle cell group, and the sickle cell group that I was in was, this guy was saying that most of the people that he knows that on the drug, they died. Some of them died because, and he said a doctor was asking some of their patients if they notice that they have shoulder pain. Do you notice that you have shoulder pain? Because she said most of her patients are complaining about shoulder pain in the shoulder that is on the drug. And I said, okay, I see. That's the reason I'm feeling that shoulder pain so much, because it's in the neck to the shoulder. And she said most of the people and the narcotic can't touch it. And when he's mentioned that the narcotic couldn't touch it, it's the same thing that when I was in the hospital, I realized that I was in some shoulder pain. I was having pain in the shoulder, pain in my back. I remember even that I had got admitted in the hospital twice for lungs issues, like issues in the lungs, like they said I have a crisis in my lungs, like I'm having breathing issues, and it's not like I have a cold. I don't have a cold. I don't have a cough. I don't have nothing like that. I don't even have a fever, and I just come down with this crisis in my back, this painful crisis in my back. The first time I didn't have the crisis in my back, I have it in my feet. And when I go to the doctor, they told me that I'm having a chest syndrome, which I never had a chest pain. I never had a back pain at first. Never had a chest pain. I never had a back pain, but I have a foot pain. And they're saying that something was going on in my lungs, and I didn't even felt it at first. I remember then when I went to the doctor, then I started feeling a little cough. I started coughing. I said, but how could I be coughing? And all the right through, I wasn't coughing. I didn't have a sniff or a cough or nothing like that. And all of a sudden I have a cough. I started coughing a little bit, and then they said I have something going on in my lungs. Christ. So I think the drug been giving us a little complication, right? But at the same time, it has a good side and it has a bad side. But it looked to me like it says it's not outweighing, the benefits. So, so it said sickle cell. I'm going to finish reading, people. In push marketing, clinical trials of Oxbryta pvisor reported a high rate of vaso-occlusive. I don't, if you're a doctor or anybody on here, I'm not pronouncing this right. Occlusive crisis, severe pain causes by sickle red blood cells, blocking blood flow and oxygen delivery to tissue. In patients with sickle cell disease receiving Oxbryta compared to placebo, there were also more deaths in the Oxbryta treatments group as compared to the placebo group in these post-marketing studies. pvisor also observed a higher rate of vaso-occlusive crisis in patients with sickle cell disease receiving Oxbryta in 2 real-world registry studies based on the totality of clinical data. pvisor has determined the benefits of Oxbryta does not outweigh the risk. FDA has been conducting a safety review of post-marketing clinical trial data of Oxbryta. Let me say this recently. FDA has been conducting a safety review of the post-marketing clinical trial data for Oxbryta, the real-world registry studies, as well as post-marketing data from FDA adverse event reporting system. At the conclusion of the safety review, FDA will communicate an additional findings if necessary. FDA approved Oxbryta under the accelerated approval pathway in 2019 for the treatment of sickle cell disease in adult and pediatric patient 12 years of age and older. In 2021, FDA granted accelerated approval of Oxbryta for the treatment of sickle cell. So I think it was 2021 that I started taking the drug then. The sickle cell disease in patient 4 to 11 years of age. Accelerated approval in based on the surrogate or intermediate clinical endpoint that is reasonably likely to predict clinical benefits, allowing for early approval of drugs that treat serious condition and fill an unmet medical need in general. FDA requires post-marketing studies to verify, describe the clinical benefits of medication or approved under this program. FDA understands the importance of having safe and effective medication available in improve health and patients living with this serious disease. There are other FDA-approved medications for the treatment of sickle cell disease, which healthcare professionals make this prescribed as an alternative treatment to Oxbryta. FDA encourages healthcare professionals and patients to report adverse events with quality problems. So tell me something, are we going to get any compensation for this? Well, I've gotten my full dosage and I have got my full side effects because I'm thinking even in August, I was admitted in the hospital for 1 week. Back pain, my peeps. Just sudden back pain. And in the middle of the summer, I never had painful crisis when I was living in Jamaica. And it's in summertime used to be my best time. And in the summer now here in America, now I'm feeling pain in the summertime. Like the pain just coming on me. I'll be laying down in the bed and the pain just start come on suddenly in my hands or in my feet or in my back suddenly. The pain just come on so suddenly. And I'm saying, God, what could be causing this? Because I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm eating okay. I'm not doing nothing wrong. So why is causing this sudden crisis? And it's like sudden crisis. And what I'm saying, no warning. It just comes on just quite suddenly. In my sleep, it just come on quite suddenly. Normally, it doesn't normally do that. It give me a little warning, like I feel like a crampiness or, it will just come on suddenly. So I was like, definitely there's side effects in the medication. There's bad side effects. But I can't say it doesn't do some of the job. It does help with people with really low hemoglobin. SS my hemoglobin like dropped like from 6.5, 6.6, and it'll bring it right up to 9 point something, up to 10. And I'm going to tell you what's with this drug. If you're a doctor, I'm going to tell you what's going on with this drug too. When you eat right with the drug, your hemoglobin can go up to 10, even 10.5, or 10 up, further up to 10, further up from 10. When I drink my green juice, I eat a lot of veggies, I eat my liver, I eat my beans, I just eat right, my hemoglobin would climb up fast with the drug. So the drug has it good, and it has its bad. So even there a lot of these sickle cell warriors, they don't eat right. And if you don't eat right and you're taking the drug, it will cause you it can cause you not to have painful crisis, because it can cause you maybe you're not going to see the result because you're not eating right? So eating right with the drug helps a whole lot. It helps a whole lot. Guys, if you can give me that thumbs up button so I can spread the sickle cell recall for the drug. I want everybody who take the drugs, or the doctors or nurses, to see the video so they can hear my side of the story, or hear from a sickle cell warrior, their sickle cell warrior herself, what's going on with the drug, because I was on the drug for 3 years. And so it's really sad, because I'm not gonna lie. Oh, sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I really feel kind of. What is saying now? God, my brain not working right. That's what the sickle cell does too. The sickle cell help me to be forgetful, not so quick to say stuff. Like my brain don't flow so good sometimes. Yeah, the drug have its benefits. I forget what I was gonna say, guys. I will forget what I was gonna say. Yeah, I forget exactly what I was gonna say again. Oh my God. Yeah, so the drug work. It have it good and it has it bad. It has it good and it has it bad. And if you're not eating right and you're taking the drug, it's gonna make it it's gonna make it seem like it's not working. But eating right with the drug helps it, because I was in the hospital the other day, right, in summer, and my blood count was about 7. And I said to the doctor, don't give me 3 bags of blood. I don't need 2 bags of blood. Just give me 1 or 2. I don't need 3 bags, because as soon as you give me that, it's gonna just give me the medication and it's gonna bring it up to 10. And she did exactly what I said. And she said, oh, you were right. Your blood count is up back to 10. I think she gave me just 1 bag. And my blood count was back up to like 10 or so, just because I was taking the medication. So pvisor or what you should go back and do back your study on the drug. Don't give up on the drug. Go back, do your studies and see what went wrong with the drug and refix the drug. And then you can put it out again. Right? Refix the drug, do your research on the drug, see what went on wrong with the drug, because I've been taking this drug for 3 years. And I don't know if it has damaged anybody's liver or kidney or whatever it is. They're causing more deaths. It was causing deaths because they're getting more crisis and it causing people to be dead. I don't know if that's what's causing it. I've been through a lot of situations where 2 times I could have been dead, because I had oxygen. I've been on oxygen. I couldn't breathe, and I had more frequent crises with the drug. But if you could fix that with the drug, that will be good. But otherwise, it worked for the blood count. It worked for making the. Can you guys give me some thumbs up, please? Touch that thumbs up button for me. Press the thumbs up button. Yeah. So, that work with the drug when you eat right and so on. But I was eating right and I was still getting a little bit of crisis, as I said, 3 times for the year, little bit more frequent crisis, because I could get in crisis in my sleep in the middle of the summer. when that's when you're well. That's when you're more well because it's not cold. And I find myself doing better in the cold season than the summer season, and I don't know why. I don't know why. So previsor, nurses, doctors, I don't know what you can do. Do more studies on the drug, take more information from the patient themselves, and see what's going on with the drug. But I'm not going to say the drug is all that bad because it have been working for me when it comes down to blood count and hemoglobin and hematocrit and my hematocrit and something else went up. It helps with a lot of things, right? So I don't think you should just do away with the drug completely because right now I'm missing it. I am missing it. I have it right here and I can't take it anymore because they say stop taking it. And I'm just sorry that I can't take it anymore because it helps me with my blood count. I know I have to be eating, drinking, and making smoothies every day with blueberries, kale, and all kind of my folic acid. Tonight I'm going to take my folic acid and I'll be taking my burdock root and my sarsaparilla, and I have to be taking herbs. But no, I was always taking herbs though. I was always taking herbs because I used to take herbs along with the Oxbryta, not every day, but sometimes. So now there's a doctor called Dr. Rear, and he is a sickle cell patient himself. He has sickle cell. He doesn't have sickle cell SS or SC, but he has a trait. And he's a naturopathic doctor, and he's the one that developed his name I'm trying to remember the name of the website. Healing Blends, I think he called Healing Blends, healingblends.com, something like that. And that's where I get there's a drug that he made. It has 7 Chinese herbs. And that's what I've been taking. It helps me with crisis. It helps with blood count. When I used to have crisis, my blood count used to go down to 6. It never go down to 5. But before I was start taking before I start taking that herb, when I used to take his herb, my blood count used to go down to 6, not 5. But before I start taking the herb, my blood count used to go down to 5. But after I discovered this drug, I stopped taking the herb like every day and start taking this. I was still taking the herb sometimes, but only when I have pain because it's good for pain. It helps with cramping a lot, help with the pain. It lowers the pain and I also take my CBD oil when I have pain. I don't take the narcotic when I have pain. The only time I take narcotic when I have pain is when I go to the doctor, is when I'm hospitalized. But if I'm not hospitalized, I'm taking my CBD oil. I take my CBD oil underneath my tongue, and that helps. Oh my God, that's like, it works magic. It works magic. So right now, I'm kind of out of CBD oil, so I have to go take my CBD, go back to get some more CBD oil. So if you're a doctor or a nurse or anybody in the health field or your sickle cell doctor, please watch my video and please share my video. And if you don't understand what I'm trying to say, just you can make a comment below and I'll do another video. I'll do another vlog on the Oxbryta. Whatever you want me to say, whatever question that you have to ask, you can ask your questions under in the comment section. And I will answer your question based on Oxbryta. I will answer your question because I was on this drug for 3 years. And I'm going to tell you again too, when I've been taking this drug, it gives me more energy. I have more energy than I always have. More energy, right? I don't feel that low. It gives me more energy to work, more energy to do everything that I have to do. So please, I'm asking you guys, please, pvisor, Global Blood Therapeutic, please go back and do your homework because the drug is not all that bad. It has a good side and a bad side. Go back and do your homework. And maybe you can reinvent the drug and come back again with a different name or something. That's just my advice. But I'm not going to write the drugs off. I'm not going to write the drug off altogether. I'm not going to write it off. Even though it has given me frequent crisis, I am not going to write the drug off because it is good and it is bad. It has a good and it has its bad. Yeah. So that's all I have to say today for now. If you have any questions, as I say, leave it in the comment section and I will answer your question. Just ask me anything and I'll answer your question. Goodbye. Bye-bye for now. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share my video. It very mean a lot to me. And bye-bye. I'll see you again in another vlog. Bye-bye.